What is up, people, the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new video. Today, it is time that we answer the simple question. Did Governor DeSantis get any sort of announcement bump ever since he announced his candidacy? Now, as many of you know, usually when a candidate announces his or her candidacy for president, and really any major race, they tend to experience what you would call a bump. And that means a general uptick in support right after they announce, because there's excitement in the air about a new candidate. Maybe some undecideds never heard of them. They're like, okay, sounds okay. And usually, historically at least, when somebody announced their candidacy for really any election, but in particular the presidency, they tend to experience what you would call a bump. Now, usually these bumps don't last forever. I mean, they apply to a lot of things also, such as conventions. As many of you know, John McCain in 2008 was actually leading Obama right after the GOP convention. Yeah, and that's because Sarah Palin, exciting the base, all that stuff. But yeah, that didn't end too well for him. But usually when you do have an announcement, it does lead to a general bump. Whether it's for a day or two, there tends to be some kind of significant bounce. And it's time we look at, did DeSantis get a serious enough bounce? Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter accounts in the description down below. Guys, go follow Real American Politics on Twitter. It is a great Twitter account everyone should follow. Of course, follow the Rumble page for exclusive content. And of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $3 a month, you could join Real American, which is a phenomenal deal, as it helps support the daily content we all know and love. You love the daily content? Well, this is the best way to support it. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Also, we will be having a live stream tonight. We're going to be doing a live reaction of the debt limit vote. Of course, that's going to be around 8 p.m. Eastern time. So top right corner, of course, a link to the stream, all that good stuff. Hope everyone tunes in, share with your friends, like the stream, all that stuff. Click the notification button so the second the stream starts, because times may change because, this is a House vote. They tend to be off by a couple hours, but everybody's saying around 8 p.m. Eastern, we will get the vote for the debt limit. So I hope everyone tunes in. All right, everybody. So it's time we answer the question, did DeSantis receive any significant bump? Now, what do I mean by a significant enough bump? I'm not talking about, a 1-point boost. That's nothing. I'm talking about in the week since the announcement, which was right here on May 24th, around a 3-4 point announcement, or a 3-4 point boost. And that's usually been the general rule. If it's a 3-4 point bounce, usually that is considered a small announcement boost. Usually, some announcements are like 6, 7, 8 points at times. But right here, May 24th, DeSantis was at around 21%. Today, he's at 22.5%. While Trump's at 53.2%, and he was at 54.9%. And people are saying, well, right there, you see, Trump was up by 34 on May 24th. Now he's only up by 31 points. That must be an announcement boost. Or I should say bump, boost, whatever. Either way, yes, it seems like on paper, DeSantis did get some kind of announcement bump. However, there seems to be some kind of catch here. And this is something a lot of people I don't think are really looking into that much. Look at Morning Consult, which is also doing a tracking poll. May 24th, excuse me, DeSantis was at 21%. DeSantis now 22%. Again, May 28th, it's off by a couple days. Either way, it was pulled after the announcement. Trump, he's at 56% now. Trump back then, 57%. So it seems like there was a slight uptick in support for DeSantis. Again, that seems great on paper for Team DeSantis, but here's the catch. Look at May 18th. Trump was at 56%. Look at May 22nd or 23rd. Trump was still at 56%. And the day of the announcement, even before he officially announced, Trump went down slightly in the polling. So what does this really mean? Well, I really think that the announcement bump, he may have gotten a point. But I think a lot of this, decrease in Trump's support is margin of error, or it was happening beforehand. Because you look at the polling aggregate, there were some Trump plus at 62%, a couple polls. Now that poll's gone, but you still look at all the single polls, they still have Trump at 56, 56, 58, 53, 46. You take out that Marquette poll, and Trump's basically where he was at. Even 538, again, I'm not saying they're the gold standard. Look at this. On May 24th, Trump is at 54%. Today, he's at 54%. DeSantis, he went from 20.6% to 20.7%. So it seems like there's some polls that indicate he got a slight bounce, like Morning Consult. But it doesn't seem like it's this huge bounce we were promised. Remember, a lot of these DeSantis supporters were saying, this trend downward was because, he never announced, even though that's bull. What happened was DeSantis had a bunch of blunders about things such as Ukraine, the Trump indictment, etc. But, yeah, this wasn't just an announcement thing. If this was truly an announcement, issue, he should be at like 25% right now. And again, this could still go up. Absolutely. Is it trending upwards? Slightly. But DeSantis supporters were all saying we would be skyrocketing in the polls. So far, in all the polls that we're seeing, it doesn't seem like there's much change, if at all. And you look at Morning Consult, yes, he went up a point. We were talking about a huge shift. If a 1-point shift is huge in a primary for you, your campaign's probably in trouble. But who knows? This could absolutely change because people say, give it a couple weeks now. And I even said on Twitter, we'll give it a couple weeks. But so far, the early indications are DeSantis, he may have gotten like a point boost. Some undecideds may have decided to flip to DeSantis, or maybe a couple Trump supporters here and there. But so far, I don't think it's the boost Team DeSantis wanted. Because, let's be real, a 1-point boost in a week, when you're supposed to be the big announcement that is going to spark your campaign, yeesh. But we'll look at this, in 2 weeks, which I said is reasonable. I said give it 2 to 3 weeks, and we'll really see. Because a week, you can make the arguments on the polling was done beforehand, people didn't hear about it. But we're getting into a week after, and so far, we're not really seeing much change, if at all. But I would say overall, it is slightly trending upwards for Team DeSantis. Outside of that, there's a reason DeSantis' team is suddenly talking about, just wait for the debates to happen. They're moving the whole, question. They're pushing the goalposts. First it was, Trump just announced so early. When DeSantis announces, he will skyrocket, even though that historically that's never been the case. If you're a well-liked candidate, you're going to do well before the polling. But fine. If there's an announcement bump, there should be. So far, we're not really seeing it. Now people are saying it's wait for the debates. Okay, what's going to happen if there's no bump at the debates? Wait for Iowa. Then wait for New Hampshire. Wait for South Carolina. It's going to keep going on and on and on. So, yeah. It is a slight bump for DeSantis, but there's a reason Team DeSantis is suddenly skeptical about, just wait for the debates. Because they were expecting a bigger bump than this. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below. Subscribe. Share with your friends. Hit that little bell. Follow the Twitter accounts in the description down below. And, of course, join the channel today. Again, folks, I'm not attacking DeSantis for, everything. He's still a solid governor. I still think this is not the best idea in the world. I'm just saying, look at the data. Does this look like an announcement bump? Maybe a couple points, but we'll see in like 3 weeks. If this stays at like 23%, the announcement bump did nothing. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video, or tonight's live stream. Godspeed to all of you.